Hi guys, Gina here. This is week 4 of Load, which covers the week of January 20th through January 26, 2013. And I have the 2-page spread as well as 2 inserts for this week. I can't seem to go a week without an insert. Maybe this week. We haven't done a whole lot this week. Maybe I'll keep... Oh, we're going to Kansas this weekend. Okay, never mind. Anyway, so let's get into it. I have to get this done so that I can go and play Wife of the Year and take my husband's car and get its oil changed. Because isn't that what good wives do? Or something. I don't know. Where are we on the camera? Here we go. So week 4 title card, kept it really simple. Just some glitter thickers, stamp the date. And this is that new mist I bought from Heidi Swapp, that tinsel mist, which I really like. And I saw someone else on YouTube talk about the fact that it stays a little bit raised, like there's some texture to it, and that is so true. I just took the spray thing out and just I didn't spray it. I shook the tube and sprinkled it on there, and they're kind of raised with some texture, which is cool. And then we move on to this picture with my Steve. So that's my 20-year-old. That's my brother's son. That's him. And he's with my newest little niece, Audrey, and they're laying on the floor in my living room. And I put a little sticker here that says a perfect moment. And I did a little bit of journaling. And what is so cute to me about this picture is I have one exactly like it with him laying with my nephew, Mason. And I'm going to have to pull that, I'm going to have to go back and find that picture and then do a layout of them side by side because I think that's cute. And then over here, Stu took Steve to the store to get more stuff for school. So I just, I added a little, that came off of some cardstock. It's Off to School We Go. And then I just put one of those Becky Higgins stickers on there that says Monday. That background sticker is from the Basic Gray Serenade collection. It came off the sticker sheet. And then I just used one of the labels from that sticker sheet to do a little bit of journaling. And then here's my nephew Gabriel, and he's in the car on Monday. They were taking me to the airport, and I titled this I Obsessed because he started playing with Stu's iPad and now he's obsessed with it. So I thought that was interesting to capture. And then here he is showing me his blue tongue. That's also Gabe, so I just used that. That's from Echo Park. It says 100% boy, and then just a little bit of journaling. And these are all Becky Higgins cards in the background, unless I tell you otherwise. Like this one up here, this is from Becky Higgins, but this one I cut from the Serenade collection. Here is the cake that I made for Steve's birthday, and it has all 20 candles on it. And I made I wrote his name and things in his new school colors. So here's Gabe with his little sister. So Gabe is 7. And there he is with Audrey. And I took this from the Serenade collection. It says the bee's knees and also that little tab there that says so cute. I didn't say that. I wrote so cute on there. And then used that Becky Higgins little label to say Sunday. And then the 2 little hearts came from Prima. They're little gem hearts or something. And then while I was in Calgary, I was at Alberta Children's Hospital in Calgary, and they have these murals as you walk into the hospital, and these murals, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera, and maybe if I zoom in really, really close. Wrong way. I don't know if you can see it, but this larger picture of this little kid is made up of many smaller pictures of other children and doctors and things like that, which I thought was awesome. And I put a little sticker there that says awesome with another one of those little Prima hearts. And then just a Martha Stewart label to tell everybody what that is and who that kid is and why some weird kid's in my scrapbook. Yeah. Okay. Off to page number 2. This is probably the most embellished card of the week. I used that Basic Gray Serenade collection to cut the background. And then I used, these are Ormolu fabric tags. One has suitcases on it, the other has an airplane. That's a Studio Calico wood veneer. That's a Studio Calico flare with the United States and Canada on it. And I just used my luggage tag, the tag for my luggage, and put that there. And then used those Studio Calico map. Was it Studio Calico or Amy Tangerine? I'm not sure. I have those right here. Let me see. no, actually, yeah, Studio Calico. So those are the thickers everywhere. And I just put Calgary there because I spent the whole week in Calgary. And then here's my ode to Delta, who I don't like. Every one of my flights during this week, so there were 4 because I have to fly to Minneapolis and then to Calgary, to Alberta. So every flight, all 4 of them, were delayed for some reason. So I used a KI memory little pocket and stuck my boarding passes in there and then documented why. I'd have to go up and get my journal because I don't remember why the 4th flight was late, but then the rest of them are there, so I'll have to add that. And I just stamped the word delays there. And then here is my card key from the hotel, and this was the first time I stayed at a hotel where you didn't have to slide the card. It was like a scanner. You just, you know, ran your card in front of the door and the door opened. And that was the first time I'd stayed in a hotel like that. And I thought it was cool, so I kept the card, I kept the key card, and I journaled about it, but I wish that I had taken a picture of the actual lock, you know? Thank God I'm going back to Calgary in a couple weeks. No problem. I'll get a picture then. Here is there's a coffee bar in the first floor of the hospital, and I always drink chai tea lattes, and this is Earl Grey tea latte, and I've never had one of them or heard of it, so I had to try it out. It's not as good as chai, but it was okay. And then here is my sad attempt at Copic coloring. I am determined to learn how to use these markers because it was a huge investment that are just sitting in my room. And I don't use them because I stopped making cards, so it's harder to use them on layouts unless I guess you're making your own embellishments. So I colored that in with my Copics, and there's my poor attempt. I don't know, guys. I'm gonna have to take a class or something. This is the meal that I eat at the Marriott almost every night. It is sausage rigatoni with spinach. And it's not very good for me, but I love it, and I had it every night I was in Calgary. I made plans to go out, but I had a lot of work to do. So what I like to do is get my work done while I'm on the road. So like trip reports and things like that, I like to do them while I'm away from home. So most times I just go back to the hotel and chill out. So I just stamped the word yum 3 times, put Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to document that I ate this 3 times. I put another one of those little Prima hearts, and then just journaled a little bit about that. I got a new bank card the week before I left for Calgary, and I tried to take money out and could not, for the life of me, understand why it was not giving me money. Well, I got a new card. Obviously, I got a new PIN. And, I mean, obviously I got a new PIN because I lost the original card. It wasn't so much that I just got a new card. I had to report it lost, and they sent me another one. And I stood at that... I swear I'm a ditz sometimes. I stood at that machine for, 15 minutes trying to figure out why it would not give me any money. Like to the point where I was scared that our checking account was overdrawn, and that's never happened. So, yeah, and then I was like, oh, yeah, wrong PIN. Lovely. When you sleep in the Marriott's beds more than you sleep in your own, you become what they call a platinum member, and that is what I am. And they left me this cute little note and some candies when I checked in, so I just kept the note and put that in there. And then I have finally discovered where the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory is. When I used to travel before, I would go through some airport, and this store was in there, and I always got a caramel apple with peanuts. And I couldn't find it for the longest time. I thought it was in Denver. I thought it was here. I thought it was there. I was going through Minneapolis airport, and there it was. So, of course, I had to stop and get myself an apple, and I thought it was, I don't know, this might be weird or whatever, but I thought it was cuter to take a picture of the apple with a bite taken out of it. That was my artistic moment of the evening. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so I thought that would make a more interesting picture than just the apple, so I took it that way, so I don't know. And then I just journaled about how I got them on my way to Calgary and then on my way home. So that is the second page. I have one small little, ooh, we're going to have to back up a little bit. Oh, I am never going to get this right. Here we go. One small insert today. It's just the card that my brother and his family gave to my husband for his birthday. It came later than the birthday party last week, so I put it in with this week. And I just cut the card in half so that I could read the front and the back. Unfortunately, it's not unfortunate, but my nephew signed his name on the inside. Here, it might be nice if you guys could see, huh? He signed his name on the inside, and of course, I just want to see that all the time because he's, 7 and writing and all of that. So I just made a copy of it and stuck it on this side of the card and then journaled that the original, that what he wrote is actually in here. But I wanted it out so I could see it without pulling the card out. So that is just one insert for the week. And then the second insert for the week, and let me zoom, is Tello Zoom? Ah, it is. Look at that. Huh. On Monday of this week, it was Martin Luther King Jr., the observation of Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. And my nephew, of course, and my husband had off work. And so my nephew came up to watch Star Wars with him. Gabe is really getting into Star Wars, and my husband is the ultimate geek. So Gabe came up to watch Star Wars, and Gabe was very upset that they started on number 4. He didn't understand why they were starting on number 4. They should start on number 1. So when Stu explained it to him that the movie maker started the series at number 4, Gabe said, "Well, that's a little bit stupid." So I had to document that quote, and then I just used some mini market stickers to put Star Wars. I used some washi tape to actually hold these cards in here because this page protector. So these cards are Becky Higgins. They're 4x6, but they don't, they're a little small. I don't know, but I used a little bit of washi tape to hold them in there so that when I'm doing that, they don't fly out. So that was that day. And then this is just President Obama getting sworn in for his second term, so I included that. This is how I felt all week. It was not a very good week, so I really felt like I kept telling myself, come on, get through it, come on, get through it. So this was from Basic Gray. It's in one of their transparency and die cut packs, and it says Chin Up Buttercup. And that's kind of how I felt about the whole week. Like, just get through it. And then here's my brother Steve, the 20-year-old, with a mug that my husband got for his birthday. Yeah, it says I love to fart. We're in 5th grade around here. So, no shoveling in Calgary. Everyone who lives there, so there's the no shoveling. I took a picture of one of the roads because they don't plow or shovel the way that we do. And I thought that was interesting with the amount of snow that we got. And I asked the woman that I work with up there, and I was like, what's going on? She's like, what's the point? It snows all the time. So they would be shoveling constantly. So they don't, at least that's what she told me. So some streets were plowed and shoveled, but I don't know, that's what she said, and this street obviously was not. So here is my husband Stu acting like a goofball. So he had to shovel snow while I was gone, and we have this coat rack hanging up on the entryway of our house, and he stuck his gloves on top of the 2 hooks, so it looked like reindeer antlers. So he made himself a little reindeer, and a cute one, if I do say so myself. And then here's just the weather for where we live. And then here's the weather from Calgary. And it was interesting to me that for the week, not exactly when these pictures were taken, but for the week, it was actually warmer in Calgary than it was at home. Weird. Saturday, I came home. Thank God. I love coming home. I took a picture of the exit sign. You can't see it really well. The picture's very blurry, but it doesn't matter. That is like one of the best things I ever see when I'm on my way home is the exit sign for our house. I love it. Right there. And then we stopped at Wawa and got some food. And then I used these, I think they're Webster Pages stickers. Yes, here they are. And I'm determined to use these up because they're driving me crazy because they don't fit in my 6x12 drawer. So I want them gone. So I've been trying to use them up. So I used one of the stickers that says happy, and then I wrote the words to be, and then used a sticker that's at home there. The heart is from that sheet, and then I used the picture of the little house there as well. And then journaled about how seeing the exit sign on my way home is the second best thing that I see. And the first best thing is my house. And that's just on the way home, not people who live with me. Let's not take offense, Stubert. That's what I call my husband, Stubert. Here's my kids' schedule. he made his schedule so he has an 8 o'clock class in the morning, and then nothing in the middle of the day, and then he has a class at 7 o'clock at night. Not exactly how I would have set up my schedule, but that's what he did. So I wanted to document that that's his schedule. And then this journal card here just talks about the fact that he started school this week. So, and then on the bottom, I just have a lot of information about how the week just was not good for me. Like I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to go to Calgary. I just had to push through it all and get all my work done. So that just talks about that. And then this talks about the fact that my first attempt to leave for Calgary, I left my medications at home. And then my second trip, after I came home and got my pills and missed that flight, my second trip to the airport, I forgot my computer charger. Yeah. So, I can't work without my computer, but luckily at Philly Airport there was a store there and I was able to buy one. $87. That's a lot of crafting supplies. But I had to work. So, if I want to scrap, I'm going to work, right? So anyway. And then this center one here is just, it says status update. It's a snap card. All three of these are snap cards. And my husband, every now and then on his Facebook page, puts a survey up. And he calls it Stu's Stupid Survey. And he puts that up, so I just documented what that question was for that week, and he calls it Stupid. So he's that's really more his nickname. It's ST and 8 O's. Don't ask me why. So anyway, that's Project Life for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope you're having a good week. And I've got to make a load layout and go get an oil change. So, I'm off to do that, and I will see you guys a little bit later today with my layout of the day as soon as I figure out what it is I'm going to scrap. Take care, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.